Hello and welcome. Today, we're exploring how we manage genetic resources found in the deep sea, specifically in areas beyond any single country's control. A major step forward occurred in June 2023 with the adoption of the BBNJ Agreement, also known as the High Seas Treaty. This treaty is pivotal because it's the first to establish a dedicated system for access and benefit sharing for marine genetic resources and their associated digital sequence information, or DSI, from these remote ocean areas. The BBNJ Agreement focuses on balancing marine scientific research with ensuring the fair and equitable sharing of benefits. This sharing includes both monetary and non-monetary aspects. Non-monetary benefits involve the transfer of knowledge and technology, capacity building, infrastructure development, increased scientific publications, open access to research data, and contributions to biodiversity conservation. A clearinghouse mechanism will facilitate much of this. Monetary benefits, at least initially, will see developed state parties making payments into a special fund. These payments are based on assessed contributions, not directly on the commercial value of the resources found. However, the Conference of the Parties will review these methods, potentially introducing milestone payments or revenue percentages later. This fund is designed to support capacity building and implementation, especially for developing states. The agreement covers marine genetic resources, defined broadly as any marine biological material containing functional units of heredity with actual or potential value. It also applies to DSI derived from these resources, though a precise definition for DSI is still to be developed within the treaty's framework. To ensure transparency and traceability, parties must submit notifications to the clearinghouse mechanism before and after research expeditions, and when these resources are utilized. This system will generate a BBNJ batch identifier to accompany marine genetic resources and DSI throughout their use. A dedicated access and benefit sharing committee will oversee the implementation of these provisions and develop guidelines. The BBNJ Agreement complements existing frameworks like the Convention on Biological Diversity and its Nagoya Protocol, which mainly cover resources within national borders. The BBNJ extends these benefit sharing obligations to areas beyond national sovereignty. Discussions are also ongoing to align DSI monetary benefit sharing under BBNJ with similar mechanisms being developed under the Convention on Biological Diversity. One unique feature is that the benefit sharing mechanism may apply to marine genetic resources and DSI collected or generated even before the treaty comes into force, unless a state party opts out in writing upon signing. The agreement also recognizes the importance of traditional knowledge associated with these resources and the rights of indigenous peoples and local communities. Several challenges need addressing. Defining the practical scope of marine genetic resources and particularly DSI will require ongoing work. The disparity in financial and technological capabilities between nations to explore and use deep-sea resources is significant, although the benefit sharing mechanism aims to help bridge this gap. Ensuring financial sustainability for both monetary and non-monetary benefit sharing is crucial, as is clarifying how intellectual property rights will interact with the principle of benefit sharing. Effective implementation will rely on robust monitoring and the active participation of all states. The BBNJ Agreement opened for signature on September 20, 2023, and will remain open for 2 years. It will enter into force 120 days after 60 states have ratified it. Until then, signatories are obligated to act in a manner consistent with the treaty's objectives. The successful implementation of its equitable benefit sharing provisions is vital for fostering the sustainable use of deep-sea genetic resources, promoting global scientific advancement, and ensuring that benefits contribute to the well-being of all nations and the conservation of marine biodiversity.